All right, so I'm coming back to you with another video from my truck. I haven't done a truck video in a while. And I'm holding my camera, so it may be a little shaky here. Let me just get it right here. All right. So we're going to talk about really quick charge-offs. Do you owe the money, yes or no? And the answer is yes. Did you use the money? Did you take the money for something and use it to buy something? Then technically you owe it to the creditor, and it doesn't matter whether it's charged off or not. It doesn't matter whether they wrote it off as a loss or not. You still owe the money. So when it sits on your credit report with a balance, you're asking yourself, well, they wrote it off, Mark. And if they wrote it off, why do I owe the money if they wrote it off? You owe the money. You owe the money because you took it. You know, you took it and you used it for something, and now you're not trying to pay it. So if you want to know how to dispute that, that's a different thing. But I just want to clarify a few things on whether you owe the money or not. And the answer is you do owe the money, and it doesn't matter whether they wrote it off. I mean, there's laws that require the creditors to write the money off their books after a certain time, and they report that as a loss to the IRS, and that's why you get that 1099 in the mail, because the IRS is looking at it like, hey, look, this creditor gave you money and you gained from it, so you need to pay some taxes on it, you see? And then your argument is, well, why do I have to, it's kind of like double dipping, why do I have to pay some taxes on this money and also pay the balance to the creditor? I know. It's crazy. I know. It's crazy, but don't let it go into charge off from the very beginning. And then you won't ever have to worry about that, right? So obviously you're watching this video because you're trying to restore and repair your credit, right? So really this is a credit repair type video because I love everything about credit repair. But I'm trying to help you understand when you are looking at your credit report, you got to look at it from that perspective, right? So whenever you're disputing this charge off, you have to look for problems with the reporting of the charge off. So we call that factual disputing. You don't want to dispute based on the theory that, hey, this is charged off, you charged it off, and I don't owe the money. No, the creditors and the credit bureaus are very smart. They're not dumb, and they understand that theory. So you want to go based on the fact that you know, there's problems with the reporting of the charge off. So for example, the balance on Equifax may be different than the balance on TransUnion and Experian. So the balances across the board may be different. The open date may be different. The payment history may be different. So you want to dispute based on those facts, right? Because the creditor and the credit bureau are required. Well, the creditor is required to report 100% accurate. 100, not 99, 100, right? So if they can't report it 100% accurate, then they can't report it at all because it's hurting the consumer. It's hurting you, right? So it's your job when you're reviewing the credit report to look across all of the lines of that account to look for inconsistencies. And then you dispute based on that. Don't dispute based on the theory that, hey, I don't owe it because it's charged off. I hope this quick tip helped you understand a little bit about charge-offs. All right. This is Mark Claiborne from StartupCreditRepairBusiness.com. If you want to learn more about credit repair, rebuilding credit, running a credit repair business, software, anything pertaining to the credit repair industry, click the link below or visit StartupCreditRepairBusiness.com. Until then, remember what I said. Don't dispute based on the fact that you feel that you don't owe the debt when technically you do. Dispute based on facts of the reporting of the creditor.